we're gonna, I'm gonna, wow, we're gonna go on the adventures of Avron, Captain Avron, and yeah, it's quite early, so I apologise if I'm not exactly 100% making sense sometimes. And this is I probably should have done this later, but yeah, it's quite a confusing game. It's a lot to learn, but we'll go through it slowly. So first off, this is our avatar. This is me. He doesn't look anything like me. Sadly, I couldn't grow anything like that. Ooh, come on. Like that. Those hairs somewhat similar to mine. A bit different, I guess. But yeah, this is the character. And this is actually kind of the newer feature of Eve. It came out, I think, 2 years ago now. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, 2 years now. This is quite an old feature. It looks quite good. It's a pretty useless feature right now, I must admit. But it looks kind of nice. Some good coffee. So, in Eve, you advance, instead of using experience points, like in most MMOs, you use skills. Now, skills, so I've already got a little small skill training going on here. Skills, they're a bit different. Instead of killing monsters, you unlock stuff, you can gain the next level. The skills, they have individual levels, and you train them, and they take a certain amount of time depending on your attributes. So let's take a look at my attributes here. What have I got? Intelligence, perception. I'm going to change those around a bit. But you have a certain amount of attribute points, and you arrange them however you want, and then some skills are trained faster depending on the attributes, and so on, and so forth. So these are my skills I've got, and I've got a skill plan for a day and 1 hour right there. And what I'll be doing is I'll be working on Gallant Frigate 2 and 3, level 2 and 3. Then Amarr Frigate level 3, Mining level 3, Gunnery level 3, and Mechanics level 3. Now at the start, you don't have many starting skills here, you've got a few. And I did purchase 2 here, Destroyers and Gallant Frigate. And one of the reasons I purchased Destroyers to get training right now is about 3 days from now. Yeah, 3 days from now, because it's the 1st of December. The new expansion comes out called Retribution. And that brings quite a few changes to how the ships are and the skills and all that. And right now, there's one destroyer skill, and that covers all the destroyers, which are the next line of ship we're pretty much going for. And actually, I'll show you those now. Actually, before we get to let's just go through this slowly, because we have to go through everything. Okay. Oh. So, server shut down soon, but we've got still an hour. But this is changing into 3 sets of skills. So as you can see here, for frigates, I've got Gallant Frigate. Gallants are one of the races, the factions, I guess. And Amarr are the other ones. And I'm actually from Amarr. I'm an Amarr person in the Amarr Empire, as you can see there. And they each have a separate skill for their ships. Now destroyers, they only have the destroyer skill. There's not like an Amarr destroyer and a Gallant destroyer, even though each faction has their own destroyer. So I'm going to get, now in the new version that's going to change. So pretty much what I'm doing is I got destroyers up to level 3 last night. And pretty much when the new expansion pack roll along, I will automatically get Amarr destroyers 3, Gallant destroyers 3, Minmatar destroyers 3, and Caldari destroyers 3. And those are the other 2 factions, by the way, the Caldari and the Minmatar. I believe those are pronounced correctly. But and I'll show you some more stuff soon. And we'll go into space in a second. So we'll just spin, hang it spinning, this is called. And you see drone bay. We haven't got drone bay in the ship. Fitting.
The ship fitting interface is where you
so,
can add and remove modules to fit your
go
needs
away,
and
voice.
change the
I
currently
should probably turn
active
off the
ship.
tutorial. Where's that option? General settings, I think. No, that's off. Strange, but oh well. So let's show this piece of information here. Actually, no, we won't. We'll show off the market first. So one of the big things about this game is Eve is a sandbox, and with it has this market, which very few games have, if any, really have it like this. And pretty much everything in here is made by a player, or can be made by a player. Most of it is. And there's people that make stuff and they trade stuff, and you see these are all the ships that have been sold here, and this is the prices, right? So for instance, the 12 ships here sold for this amount, and that's actually a player's done that. and they're competing to try and sell their ships to get money from them. And there's a proper market economy going on. So, and we're actually going to get to manufacturing later on. So that'll be exciting. So anyway, here's some destroyers, by the way. This is the Armada destroyer. Oops. And it's a lot bigger than our ship. Beautiful picture of it. And I said there's some new destroyers coming along, which are cool. I'm looking forward to those. So, and here's the Caldari destroyer. Now, yeah, and you'll see as we play the game, for those of you who've never played EVE before, the different types of ships, they have like unique looks. So the Galleon ships, they have kind of curves, lots of curves, and the Armada ships have lots of curves as well, and they're always kind of this bluey kind of colour. And yeah, industrial ship skills, and these are all the skills here. They each have certain categories. It's the corporate management for like guilds, essentially. Drones, which I love drones. I wish they were better, but drones are cool. Electronics. So this will be all about disabling enemy ships, mainly, because you can disable, like, reduce their effectiveness in combat. That's called electronic warfare. Industry, gunnery, all the different weapons, and we'll cover all of that as we go through. But that's a rough overview. So ISK, ISK is the currency, by the way. ISK. You can see all my transactions I've made. Put 2 skill books for that much. But yeah, so these are all the skills here, the ones I've currently got, and this is my skill line. So, and this game's I'm going to do a slightly different format to EVE Online. Because on EVE Online there's a lot of stuff I'll probably do that isn't really interesting, or there wouldn't be much to talk about. So what I'll do is I'll play the game generally myself, and then at least once a week I'll try and do an update video or something like that if anything good's happened, or anything at all really. And I'll do is I'll say what I've been doing in the week, and I'll explain, the skills I've been training and kind of why I've been training and the direction I want to go in. And then I'll also we might actually do something funner. We'll go out and, I don't know, PvP or something like that. Who knows? And like that, yeah. So, and hopefully, if I do something more interesting in the week, say do like a complex, maybe something to spice things up. If I go into PvP realm, I don't know, I do something new like manufacturing, I have to show off, I'll record that. And if there's anything you guys want to see in EVE Online, just ask, and I'll do my best to try and show it off if I can. Or understand if there's anything, if you've got any questions, just say, I'll try and answer them in the videos or in the comments. There's a lot, if you don't get it the first time, it's totally understandable. It's a confusing as hell game. There's a lot of buttons here. And I'm not really going to go through all of them, and you'll get used to them as I just click on them. But yeah, here's the inventory. This is where this is my hangar in the space station. This is my inventory in the ship, and this is the drone bay. Oh, I didn't know this ship could have drones. This is my contacts, this is where my friends list and all that jazz. Here's emails, pretty much like mails. This is my ship fitting. We'll go back to this screen. So every ship, the ships aren't just like set default, you get a ship as so and so on it. The ships can be customized to a degree, and so what you do is you have first of all your stats. You have certain stats on the ships, here they are, and these affect roughly some of the ship's roles. And you actually have bonuses. So if we click here, these are the bonuses this ship has, special traits, and a lot of them have different traits and stuff. There's quite a lot of traits there. And as you can see here, picture of the ship, and you may notice these little things here. Now these are called slots. So we've got low power slots, medium slots, and high slots. Now different types of equipment go in different slots. So in high slots you have weapons generally, where you only have weapons in high slots. So we've got a mining laser here, which is for mining, and a pulse laser, and we'll show all these off soon. Here we have medium slots. Now medium slots, they have they're generally upgrade slots. So armor slots, or tanking slots, I guess, for shields. So shield tanking, you put all your modules up here. If you want a shield tank ship, you want to have lots of medium power slots. And if you want an armor tanking ship, you have lots of low power slots. And also in low power slots you get weapon upgrades, so like damage ones and stuff like that. And you know, as we play, once again we'll kind of go over this and you'll just get used to it after a while. Now weapons and modules, they are limited by, first of all, size. So for instance, if we look at this, look at attributes. Is it attribute fitting? Or is it, I can't remember. No, okay, that's just weapons. So if we go under weapons, never mind, ignore that. Ignore me. So equipment. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing there, but equipment has. First of all, equipment has skills. You need to get certain skills to use certain equipment, and skills also upgrade equipment too, so they can make it better. But they also have these requirements here. So, for instance, this requires 70 TF CPU usage, and that's my CPU usage, and 2 power grid usage. 2 megawatts of my power grid. I think that's megawatts. So here's my power grid on the ship, and this is how much has been used: 19.6. Oh, I can't remember. Is that how much has been free? Yeah, this is how much is free. That's how much is left on my ship. Hasn't been used. So let's quickly just put that module back on. Essentially, just do that. You can drag them on like that. There we go. It's on, and you can see it in the ship like that. So we take it off again. Fit. It's gone. And a lot of the weapons have different looks as well. So there you go. And that's how much space. So if I take that off, that will go up, obviously. And same for the CPU. Now, if these get to 0, you can't put any more modules on. So it kind of restricts what type of modules you can put on. And you'll see, once again, that as we go through, as I'm designing ships, you'll see me run into these issues. So, there we go. Now, one of the good things about, well, some people wouldn't say good, but one of the key features about this game is, if you lose your ship, if you die, and your ship explodes, you lose that ship. It's gone. You've written it off, and you have to buy a new one. So ideally, you don't want to be flying ships you can't afford to replace. Now you can insure ships. That's not insurance. It's insurance. So yeah, because this is the noob ship, by the way, so you can't insure it. And if you lose your ship, you always get a new ship back. A noob ship. Blah. Now, if you have a decent ship, you can insure it, and if you lose it, you get a bit of money back. So that helps kind of lessen the blow. Now, EVE's a tough game. It's there's a lot to learn. It's confusing, but it is a good game. Now, I think we've been sitting in the hangar for long enough. Coffee. And so I think it's time we go exploring. But first, okay, we'll do these tutorial missions because we're going to get some free stuff, so we might as well. And I recommend you do. So, oh, we're already here. So this is the system we're in. That's the system. Oh, should I show the map? I'll show the map quickly. Just accept that mission, and we'll get a free skill book from that. Now, this is the map of Eve. Massive map. If we keep going down, each one of these is a single solar system. We're currently there. Look how many dots there are. Exactly. Now, this area over here. It's mostly this area, isn't it? Actually, can I do security status? Yeah. Most of this area here, see where it's kind of greeny and bluey, is what is known as high security space. And you can see this is the security rating in the space. We've got 1.0. And that means if players attack you in this space, or, the police, which are NPCs, will come and attack them. And generally it doesn't end well for them at all. They usually die. But if you notice all this red stuff out here, this is known as low sec or null sec. Now, this is where players can freely attack you, and there'll be no one to protect you apart from yourself or any friends you have nearby. So that's where a lot of PvP happen. And also out here, big groups of players, alliances and corporations fight over the control of space and actually control it. So if we can actually look at, where is it? Where is the alliances tab? I can't remember. But they can actually control sections of space, and they will put space stations and stuff on it, and lots of corporations and alliances fight over this, and